Hey, how is everybody? Welcome back. If you guys are constant watchers, if you're new, Eagle Express channel welcomes you. My name's Andre, and I do expedited freight. Today is a good day to go test what was up with the van the other day. Basically, I delivered to Chelan, Washington, and at Chelan, when I was coming back, we went swimming with the boys and all that kind of stuff, so I took the kids with me. And if you guys haven't seen that video, go back to the channel, go back to the playlist, and you'll see it. Beautiful, beautiful drone shots over there. That's the crystal clear lake. That water is like aqua color over there. You can see hundreds of feet down in the water from up above. So it's the clearest lake in Washington. I think that's the safest to say. It's the cleanest and the clearest looking lake. It really is. There's no weeds or any of that kind of stuff in there. It's just awesome. Anyway, on the way back, my alternator light, my battery light came on. If you got a Sprinter van, I don't know about other ones. I'm a Sprinter guy, always been a Sprinter guy. Probably always will continue to be as long as I keep getting a good deal on one. Alternator light came on, so the battery light came on. So I already know from my experience, that's another good part about driving one kind of type of vehicle, because you already know over the years, you already know what's going on, what the problem is, and what needs to be done. So automatically I already knew that it was the alternator because the battery light came on. Some other people would say, oh, my battery is not holding a charge or this or that. Well, it will be. It's the alternator. If you're driving and you got a battery light come on, that means it's your alternator no matter what, because it should still be recharging it, even slowly, but it would still be recharging. This thing was just doing low voltage. I've got a thing in here that tells me what kind. I got a mess in here, first of all. Got to clean up, but I'll show you guys what it is, and this thing needs to be cleaned up. So I've got a little inverter that's like I don't know what it is, maybe 200 watts. Here it is. It actually shows me the battery voltage. Shows you the outgoing voltage and all that kind of stuff, and shows me my battery voltage, the actual voltage. So that's nice to have, really, really, really handy. I was watching it. It dropped down to like 11.9 at the worst case scenario. So it's all good. I came home the following day. I didn't have time to do it, but yesterday I actually had time to go take it off, go turn in the core, put in the new one, and I'm on the way. And no light so far, because before I was just within 30 seconds it would come on when I would shut the vehicle off. So right now, nothing. We're good. Bought myself an extra serpentine belt to have in the van, just in case the belt rips off. Got that with me. It's always good to have it with you guys. Things like water pump, starter, alternator, and serpentine belt, and whatever the main pulley is, whatever the one that goes out always in your vehicle. In a Sprinter van, it's a tensioner pulley that always goes out. It's kind of a weak point. So you got to look for the weak points in your vehicle and see what you got and carry some of those things with you. Because when you break down on the road, you can always call a 24-hour mechanic and he'll just come and repair you on the spot without having an additional tow bill on top of everything. If you don't have the parts and you got to get towed, you're going to have a tow bill you're paying out of pocket. You're going to have parts being ordered, and you better hope that they're in stock, or you might have to wait a couple of days somewhere. That means extra hotel payments, all kinds of things. So it's better to have some of the main parts with you. Water pump, serpentine belt, starter, alternator. Just very, very basic. And it's also good to have a fuel filter as well, depending on what kind you have. In a Sprinter, they're easy. They're on top. So have that in the van as well. I've got one laying around as well. Just in case you ever get bad fuel, just in case, you know, vehicle starts bogging out. That means you got fuel filter issues, it's too clogged, so you just replace it on the spot and keep going. Just a few tips for you guys. Today I'm picking up out of Richland, Washington, which is like 150 miles, bringing it back to Spokane. Some exhibit material is what it says, so it should be a simple delivery. I call it 300 there, 300 back. Or I'm sorry, 150 there, 150 back, 300-mile trip, round trip. The load pays $400. So to those of you that think that, you know, you can get rich off of these locals, honestly you can't. And this is for these days, this is a very good paying local load because it pays a round trip. Usually even locals don't want to pay a round trip. So I'm fortunate again and hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, I'm starting to get basically when it's allergy season, for me I've got allergies, so I got the stuff dripping down into my throat. It makes me cough, makes my lungs. Anyway, I've got asthma, I've got all kinds of things. So when it's allergy season, sorry guys, it's going to be a lot of sniffling and a lot of coughing. But those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It really, really does help the channel. And the comment and a like. I still want to know what you guys want me to share with you. What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to show you? Something that I normally don't do, something that's going to be needed or wanted, or something to diversify what I currently do. So let me know what you guys think. What happened here? Well, let me know what you guys think I should still be filming that I don't film. Probably just broke down, I guess. When you're doing what I do, you do see a lot of things like people flying off the road. You do see a lot of things like cars burning on the road, all kinds of weird things. You know, people rolling over and getting out of their vehicles, you know, all that stuff. A lot of that. Hello? How's it going? Yes. Okay. I came in the wrong way, I guess. I went through that shipping area. Am I good like that? I think so. You got enough room to get out and reload it. There's enough room, right? Is this how you want me, or you want me to?
Yeah, so that's fine.
Okay. You want me to sign one for you?
Yeah.
I got the same stuff too, I believe. Because they wanted you to sign a couple for me as well. They were worried about getting a signature in every, basically. You got one, oh, you got one of those. That's a little different. So if you could sign at least 2 for me, 2 of these and 2 of these, then you can keep one of each as well.
You could sign those ones.
Yeah, you got it. Let's see, shipper, carrier. Basically, this one doesn't have it, just right in here probably, because that's the shipper area. Here's what, the 8th or the 9th? I forgot already. Carrier there. I'll just sign right here. Okay, there's 2 of those.
Alright.
I can take this one too, I guess. You never know.
Okay.
Okay. I bet this little guy's older than me.
Probably so, mid-50s.
Yeah, definitely.
We just we're clearing everything out. We just sold the.
Wow.
Got a lot of inquiries for it. I mean, it still runs fine. It was refurbed about 10 years ago. So.
Well, that's the thing is the old stuff, you know, lasts forever, and the new stuff, all you do is keep it in the shop these days.
Yeah.
It's just the build quality is not there on anything anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody's after all the smart people. They're after the old stuff these
That's the
days.
old durable one. Yeah, this has been. Yeah, we've had it for 20 years, 21 years.
Well, nice. And it's so compact too. It's you know, small.
That being said, the propane tank is not the spec. Come on, John.
Straight ahead. A little bit this way. Just a little bit. There you go.
There we are. Can you get it on from there?
Well, you'd have to set it down and pick it back up and push it just a little bit in. You could set it, yeah, go ahead and set it down. How heavy? It's not. If it's not heavy, I can probably pull it in.
So if I get on there 50 or so.
I think I can get it.
Sitting on this, there's a centerpiece on there. All right, go ahead, Chuck.
We're good.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yep. Take care.
Thanks.
Thank you. That was it. Just had to guide the forklift driver. Maybe he's new, maybe he's just older, you know, but to avoid any kind of, here's a tip for you guys, just so you guys know, to avoid any kind of issues with your stuff getting damaged, because these shippers are supposedly, from another driver a couple of weeks ago, supposedly they're not eligible for anything that's inside the van. So like your bed, any kind of construction stuff you have going on inside the van that could be damaged if they damage it, they are not reliable for that. So if anything happens to your personal things that you've built or that you have in there, they're not liable for that. All they're liable for is if they damage, you know, like the door, the say tail light, or, you know, make a dent in your van, or, you know, hit your bumper and create some kind of damage there. That, yes, they'll be liable for that. You can do an insurance claim, but as far as the inside part goes, I don't, you know, per that particular driver, they're not liable for any of that. I've had a lot of instances. I've never ever wanted to raise any red flags about anything. That's why I'm always, if the driver looks suspicious, I'm always inside the van and I'm guiding. I want to make sure that I'll be able to stop him before he does any kind of damage to me, to my van, or any kind of damage to the shipment itself. Because in the end, if I didn't see something and something happened, guess what? I'm at fault. It's my fault. So I have to really, you know, be aware of what's going on. What, you know, if there is damage, report it, you know, and have it, you know, documented as well. So, you know, you got to do your best, you know, maybe pull out your phone and do a quick video while they're loading as well, just in case if somebody looks really suspicious, You know, kind of like if they're amateur at what they're doing or whatever the case may be. Just a little tip for you guys, because in the end, if you deliver the freight and then all of a sudden at delivery they inspect it and they say, well, look at all this, what happened here and what happened there, it's driver's fault. Because driver's supposed to look at it, inspect it, and that's why the driver signs off on these bill of ladings that you received the freight in great condition. Then at the end, receiver signs it, and if they find something and you didn't catch it, that's on you. That could be an insurance claim. Just you know, something to ponder upon. I see a van sitting here, and I'm just 100% super curious if this is a local somebody sitting here, or if this is actually the poor individual waiting to get a load out of here. And it is. He doesn't have Washington plates. This is how I'm able to tell what's going on. I can't tell what state it is, but it definitely is not a Washington one. So that poor guy right there sitting waiting for a load out of here. I don't know why they didn't get him this one to Spokane. Still does pay a round trip. I guess his dispatch wasn't, I don't know. Maybe his dispatch didn't want that one. Maybe just looking to go east. Could be a lot of reasons why, honestly. But anyways, I'm filling up at the truck stop today. Price out here in Kennewick, Washington is all the same, so doesn't matter which exact gas station or whatever you go to, the rate is the same everywhere, so it's all the same. Gonna fill up, get me some Burger King, and get going home and get this thing delivered and be done with this one. I still gotta do some maintenance things on the van. I've got to replace the rear shocks. I've got to replace the front shocks. I've got to change out the differential fluid in the rear def on this van and on the white one for my son. So I've got a lot of things to do at home. I've just been procrastinating. Summer came. It used to be cold. I didn't want to do it. Now the summer came. It's warm. I don't want to waste my time doing it. So it's kind of double-ended stick here that's getting me. $4.89 in Washington, mid-Washington here, Kennewick area. That's a lot, because state line in Idaho, on the Idaho border in Washington, there it's $3.89, $3.85. So a buck off, $1 less. I don't know why they're charging so much over here. XPO/Victory Transportation. I don't know why they call, or I'm sorry, Forward Air/Victory. I'm not sure why they call them Forward Air, but that's what they say. They do Forward Air stuff, but nowhere near the name Forward Air. They just do some little bit of contract work for them. I'm not sure why these brokers call it Forward Air, which is okay. Hey, I don't care what the name is, as long as you get me what I need to get me loaded and unloaded whenever it's needed. That's all that matters to me. Bless me.